So this is a T-Mobile Vivacity or Vivacity, and it's running Android 2.3. It's got a 3.5 inch screen here. It's got Android Market, 5 megapixel camera around the back. We've got 3G and Wi-Fi and all the usual sort of stuff. This is actually a phone made by ZTE. It's got a front-facing camera as well, as you can see up here. It does look very iPhone 4-esque in certain at certain angles. As you can see, you've got a silver band around the edge here. The volume down and the volume up is on the side here. If I can get it focused on that, there we go. There's the volume down and the volume up. And we've also got the microphone here. And then on the left side is the micro USB connector for charging and moving data around. You've got a 3.5mm audio port at the top there with a power button for waking up the device. There's the camera at the back with a flash. Very shiny rear panel here, the battery cover, and the external speaker down the bottom there. We've got inside of it a 2 GB micro SD storage card, which you can access taking the back panel off here like this. It pops off from the corner, and here's the actual ZTE battery. Of course, it's a ZTE phone made by those guys and rebranded just like HTC units used to be back in the day. HTC devices, before they kind of went extremely popular, used to be branded as manufacturers' networks basically. So you'd see orange SPV devices made by HTC, etc, etc. But that's where you put the SIM card in. This one hasn't got one just yet. There's the micro SD card there, and the screen itself, the keyboards I'm finding a little tricky to actually use. We've got the home key is there, the menu key is to the left here. We've got back and search. Now you can see here that we've got the T-Mobile My T-Mobile application, contacts. We can drag and drop applications onto this screen, we can move things around, and there's the camera application itself, which you can see there in action. Plenty of apps on here. I'll just go through a few of the applications on here. We've got Angry Birds, which I've installed myself. That runs perfectly fine. Camcorder Docs to go for loading up your documents and PDFs and Word documents. Facebook and FM radio is on board too, so you can listen to music on the go. We've got navigation through Google Navigation. We've got a sound recorder, Twitter, YouTube, Task Manager and Google Talk. All the usual Google apps are on here. A notepad facility for making notes, and a mobile jukebox. If we can focus in on that, there we go. And we've got this lookout security system here. So messages is the usual threaded messaging. This is Android 2.3, by the way. I'll just take you into the settings screen here. Settings and down to about device. System updates, there aren't any at the moment. We can see here it's the T-Mobile Vivacity Android 2.3.5, and you can see there again ZTE kernel, so it's a ZTE device, kind of pretty obvious. So if I press and hold on an application, I can drag it onto the main screen here. The file application lets me see into the device itself. Overall, this phone is alright. I would like the screen to be a little bit bigger. It just feels a little kind of overwhelmed by the bezel around the screen itself, but it works perfectly well. Obviously the CPU is not quite as fast as it could be, but for a cheap Android handset I think it's a good place to start.